Hey guys, I'm doing well today. So in today's video, we'll be talking about the All Blacks versus the Pumas within round 3 of the Rugby Championship. So of course, the All Blacks have played 2 games so far, of course against the Wallabies both times, one in Auckland and the second in Perth. They won both games. So of course the All Blacks are in a very comfortable position to say the least. Obviously they are top of the leaderboard at the moment with 9 points, I believe. And on the other hand, of course, you do have the Pumas, who are bottom of the table, who have 0 points at the moment after losing both games to South Africa the Springboks in South Africa. So it's one of those where, yeah, the Pumas will be definitely looking to bounce back from both those defeats, and yeah, hopefully get another win against the All Blacks within the Rugby Championship. We'll have to wait and see. But of course, it's one of those games which the game's being played within Seabus Super Stadium within the Gold Coast. So of course, none of these, both the All Blacks and the Pumas won't have home advantage at all. So it could be a level playing field in that sense. So of course, both teams will have to get used towards the conditions and that at the same time. But yeah, it should be a pretty good game to watch. So yeah, we'll go over the All Blacks lineup first, and then we'll go over the Pumas. So of course with the All Blacks, here is their lineups right here. Of course with their front row, they have gone with the likes of Carlton Mafe as well as Safa Moore number 2, and they've gone with Nepalala at number 3. So yeah, I like this lineup a lot. Obviously, they have gone with one replacement within that front row with the likes of Carlton Mafe, obviously replacing George Barrett. So yeah, again, I like that a lot because I think, in my opinion, I would say Carl Tungafe is probably the number 1 choice. But recently, George Bauer has, done pretty well to actually, maintain that number 1 spot. So yeah, he's done pretty well in that sense. I mean, of course, Safa Moore is the other change within this front row. You do have the likes of Cody Taylor being dropped from this game. Not dropped, but just kind of rested, you could say the least. So Safa Moore is getting his opportunity to start for the All Blacks against the Pumas. So I think it's a good opportunity, obviously, for him to take. So yeah, pretty excited for him overall. And of course, with Neville Lala, he again has just once again proven himself that he's been able to start all these games. So yeah, he's done pretty well in his point of view to keep the likes of Angus Talval and Lomax away. So yeah, again, it's good to see him get another start, obviously, as a Blues fan. But yeah, moving on to the locks. Of course, for the locks, we do have the likes of Brodie Retallick at number 4, who, of course, is the captain. And I'll get into the reasons why later. But yeah, it's good to see him, obviously, captain. He is one of the vice captains, so it does make sense that he'll be captain for this game. And, of course, the other lock pairing up with Retallick is Scott Barrett, which, in my opinion, is kind of a surprise because I would have thought would have gone with someone like Patrick Tupiloto, but they've stuck with Scott Barrett, and I'm not going to really disagree with that because, Ian Foster does love his Barrett, so for that reason, I'm not really going to question why he's going with that decision. It should work out pretty well. But yeah, anyway, moving on to the loose forward pack, of course, with the number 6, they have gone with Akira Laoni. Again, another great player and had a great game against the Wallabies last week. I mean, he was sensational, really. I think the best game I've seen him play, obviously, for the All Blacks. And yeah, no, he should have another good game. Of course, in the number 7 spot, they have gone with the likes of Donta Papali again. So, I mean, as a Blues fan, I'm loving this a lot. Obviously, two Blues loose forwards already. But of course, for the number 8 position, we do have a change actually with no Artis Sevilla actually in this side. Again, another player being rested, and they've gone with the likes of Luke Jacobson at number 8. So I'm not really too surprised because if you did see our prediction video within the Kiwi Lads channel, we did both predict Luke Jacobson to start within this game. Obviously within a different position, but still, we did think that Luke Jacobson did have a strong opportunity. So for that reason, I can definitely see why they've gone with him. He's a very versatile player in that sense, and he's definitely proved himself recently throughout the last Super Rugby season with the Chiefs, and he's done pretty well with the All Blacks recently. So I can understand why he's definitely been selected ahead of you could say the likes of Tutu or even Blackleather or the likes of them. So yeah, I can definitely see why he's been selected. So anyway, moving on to the backs. So of course, with the backs for the All Blacks, you do have the likes of TJ Perenara at number 9, as well as Beauden Barrett at number 10. So again, another great combination for the All Blacks for those 2 positions, and yeah, should be good to see them to reunite, the old Hurricanes duo. But yeah, of course, with the centers, you do have the likes of David Avili as well as Antela Brown. So again, never made any changes within that position. So yeah, pretty simple in that sense, and yeah, should be good to see how those 2 play together once again. But yeah, I mean, of course, with the wingers, you do have the likes of George Bridge at number 11 as well as Sever Reese at number 14. So yeah, they have made a few changes from that position that I would have not thought of. I personally thought that we would have gone with Reiko once again, but they have gone with George Bridge, which is good to see because obviously he hasn't played in a while for the All Blacks. So it's good to see him kind of get that starting position once again. And obviously, Severis, he hasn't played for the All Blacks within the last 2 games, so it's one of those which it's kind of expected for him to get an opportunity. And of course, with the number 15 jersey, they have gone with Geordie Barrett, which is, to my surprise, it's actually a surprise for me because obviously he didn't have the best of game, you could say, for the last game they've played. But at the same time, I guess they want to give him more of an opportunity, so it's understandable why he's starting once again for the All Blacks. So that's going to vote for the All Blacks team. So anyway, we'll move on towards the Pumas. So here is the Pumas starting lineup. I'll run it by you guys, and yeah, I'll tell you what I think about it. So of course, with the Pumas, they have a decent side, I'm going to say the least. I mean, they have made a few changes as well, coming back from their 2 games against the Springboks. So of course, in the number 1 position, they have gone with the likes of G. Jenna at number 1. And of course, we have the likes of Julian Montoya at number 2, who of course is the captain for the Pumas, and yeah, he's a great player. I love Julian Montoya. He's a solid player to have. And of course, number 3, we do have the likes of Santiago Moreno, who's done pretty well actually for the Western Force recently throughout their season. So it's good to see him obviously being included within that front row for the Pumas. So of course, moving on to the locks, we do have the likes of Gino Petty at number 4. Again, another solid player, and he's done very well obviously for the Pumas in recent history. And we do have the likes of Mateus Alamanos at number 5. So again, a nice combination there, and should be a good challenge obviously within that lock pairings between obviously Retallick and Barrett versus Petty and Alamano. So yeah, should be a good battle that. Of course, with the loose forwards, we do have the likes of Pablo Matera at number 6. We have Marcos Klemmer at number 7. And we do have the likes of Rodrigo Bruni at number 8. So this is probably the Pumas' best, I'd say, loose forward pack they can kind of offer at the moment. And yeah, I like it a lot, especially Marcos Klemmer. I'm really liking him a lot now. I mean, Pablo Matera, I don't have to go too much into. He's sensational player, and obviously he will be playing for the Crusaders next season if you didn't know, so it'll be good to see him. Obviously I'll see more of him, you could say, next season, but yeah, for now it's a good loose forward pack, and really should challenge the All Blacks within this game for sure. Definitely within the breakdown, that's probably the one area which they'll do pretty well in my opinion. But yeah, anyway, moving on to the back row of the back line for the Pumas. So of course the back line, we do the likes of Bertrand Gueno at number 9, as well as Nicolas Sanchez at number 10. So I'd say, again, another good combination. Is Bertrand probably the number 1 option? I'd probably say, yeah, he's done pretty well actually within that position for the Pumas in recent history, so I can definitely see why they've paired it up with Nicolas Sanchez. I mean, I don't have to explain too much about Nicolas Sanchez. He's just a great player, obviously, for the Pumas, and obviously his kicking is probably one of the best kicking accuracies that could be within World Rugby at the moment. But yeah, he's a great player, and obviously will bring a lot towards this Argentinian side. So anyway, moving on to the centres, of course, for the Argentinians, we do have the likes of De La Fuente at number 12, as well as Moreni at number 13. So again, another good combination, and probably the standard combination that the Pumas will go out with. Probably their best one in my opinion. But and you do have the likes of Santiago Chocobleres, but I do believe this is probably their best combination in my opinion. Obviously, for the wingers, we do have the likes of Cordado at number 11, as well as Del Guy at number 14. So again, 2 decent wingers in the sense of what they can actually bring towards this game. And of course, at number 15, we do have the likes of Malia. So yeah, it's surprising to see Malia start at 15. I would have liked to see Borfelli, because I still rate Borfelli. I mean, he's sensational really for what he's done since I've watched him really. From the Jaguars, obviously he's now in France, but still he's a great player. So yeah, hopefully he's able to come off the bench and kind of make an impact from this game. But yeah, that's going to go with the 2 starting lineups. So if I had to actually say who wins this game, I think I have to go towards the All Blacks once again. I think that just the All Blacks are too strong for this Pumas side, but I do believe it'll be closer than what most people predict. So for that reason, I'm only going to say the All Blacks will win this game by, I'll say 8 points. So I'll say they'll win this game. Yeah, I'll say they'll win this game 23 points to 15. Yeah, I'll say 23 points to 15 is my final prediction for this game. So anyway, just hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.